Hi guys, so I wanted to do a video showing you how I install my Upart wig, how I blended my natural hair with my wig. So let's jump right into this video. I already blow dried my hair off camera just to prepare it for the installation. So first thing that you're going to do is you're going to get a tail comb and you're going to make a U-shaped section at the top of your head. I decided that I'm going to do a middle part, so if you want to do a side part, you would just shift that U section over to the left or to the right. Okay, so once you've done your sectioning, what you're going to do is you're going to get your wig and you're going to use your wig as a measuring tool to make sure that you've left enough hair out. So if you decide to skip this step, you could run into some issues at the end of your install because not every wig is the same size, and that U shape at the front, it's going to be different on every wig that you have. So you want to use the wig that you're installing at that time to measure out exactly how much hair you want to leave out. So I realized that I didn't have enough hair, so I've loosed my section out and I'm going to add a little bit more hair to that perimeter. Okay, perfect. So I'm also going to leave my edges out on my front hairline. I have really fragile edges and I don't want them to rip out, so I always leave them out whenever I do a sew-in or a wig installation. I leave my edges out. Sometimes I'll leave my nape and all the way around out as well if I want to wear my wig up, so you can also do that. So the first braids that you're going to do your anchor braids. Now these are two braids directly next to your U-shaped section, and these braids are going to anchor and hold your wig in place and stop it from sliding. So you want to braid from your front hairline to the back of that section, and then switch to the other side and do the same thing from the front and meet the other braid that you just did. This is going to be such an arm workout for you guys. I started getting tired halfway through and it was just so painful. Alright, so once you've tucked away your edges and you've done your anchor braids, you're going to start to do your perimeter braid, and you're going to have two perimeter braids, one on the left and one on the right. You're going to connect the one on the left and the one on the right at the back of your nape. So you're literally just going to braid them and connect them at the back. And these braids don't have to be perfect again. You can make them as neat as you possibly can, but if you're not the neatest braider, that's okay. Your wig is going to sit on top of it and no one will see those braids. So one of the challenges that I face is that I have really thick hair, and whenever I put a weave in or a wig, it could be bulky at the back. So I have to braid it in a way that I could tuck my ends of my hair away. So what I was doing, I was braiding and braiding each end up. So connect all your braids together as you're braiding. Once you've braided all of your hair, you should have two ends left, one on each side. Then you're just going to crisscross those braids and stitch them as flat as you possibly can. There we go. So before you start stitching, just start playing around with the two braids to see where you can fit them. Find the best spot possible where you can fit the two braids. that it will look flat. And then you're going to get your needle and thread and you're going to start stitching. Stitching those ends of those braids down as neat and as flat as you possibly can. Now, if you're not going to leave your wig on for a long time, you don't have to stitch your ends up. You can just bobby pin it. But if you want to leave it on for, let's say, like more than a week, then I would definitely stitch the ends up. Okay, so I'm happy with my braid up. I'm happy with the amount of leave out that I have and my edges that I've left out. So now I'm going to get my wig and I'm going to stitch my wig down. I also curled my wig with a wand off camera. I just find it way easier to curl my wig on a mannequin stand than on my actual hair. You prevent burning yourself and so many more headaches. So if you can braid your wig, but curl your wig before, do that. So you're going to start stitching at the top where you did those anchor braids. You're going to use one hand to support your wig and the other one to sew. And you're just going to stitch that wig all the way around on the anchor braid that you created. And as you're moving around, just keep repositioning and double checking that your measurement is still correct and it's not going to overlap or bulge on the other side. I love Upart wigs because they're so fast. Like, I literally put this wig on in 15 minutes. And then when you're done with it and you want to take it off, you don't have to sit for this long time to remove a sew-in. You remove it in 10 minutes and you wash your hair. If you want to put it back on, it's 15 minutes again. So it's such a nice like way to do sew-ins without actually sitting for that full time. Alright, so once you've sewn down your wig, you're going to get your flat iron and you're going to smooth out all of your leave out. You don't need to over flat iron your hair, just smooth it once because you're also going to curl it with a curling iron. I used hairspray and a little bit of serum on my natural hair before I curled it. So I'm using a curling one and I'm just curling away from my face. So once I've curled all my hair, I'm going to spray it again with hairspray and then I'm going to comb through my curls and just double check for any curls that need to be done again, anyone that needs to be touched up. And then I'm just going to take a comb and comb the top of my hair flat and blend it in with my extensions. And just play around with it, guys. Like, toss your curls, flip it, comb through with your fingers, Really play with it until you get that desired look that you want. Certain parts of my hair were like going straight. I think because I flat ironed them before and then I curled it. Sometimes my hair's stubborn, like if you do it twice then it won't curl. But it ended up working out and it ended up blending in the end. And then I also had to touch up some of my curls at the very bottom. So I usually wear my Upart wigs for about 2 weeks. I remove it, wash my hair, and then I put it back on. I just find that way easier than doing a sew-in. You can also put edge control. I think I used today a little bit of Cream of Nature edge control with my brush, and I just brushed it in. And here's the finished product. Here's the finished look, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this Upart wig installation. Also, let me know, guys, if you want to see more how-to videos. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao!